recording. Okay, ladies, we're getting ready for Hanukkah, the awesome holiday of Hanukkah. So it's so interesting. I was looking through old notes and I came upon something that I wrote on Hoshana Rabbah from B'yam Darkecha. So, Hoshana Rabbah is the Chatima, right? Is the Chatima. But, according to Hasidut, Hanukkah is the final sealing of, since the beginning of the year is Hanukkah. So I just want to read you what I wrote on Rosh Hashanah because it so much relates also to Hanukkah. So, okay. The Chotem, the final sealing, this is from B'yam Darkecha, is that we strengthen ourselves with Emunah. And we take upon ourselves to believe and to feel that everything that happens, everything from Hashem, Einod Milvado. And so he says, because the Chotem, the sealing, is Emunah, our avoda is Tefillah. Because he says, Tefillah, prayer, is an offspring of Emunah. And so he says, our avoda is to cry, ta'akat, to cry out to Hashem like a small child calling out to her father. And even of times of Hester, where I don't feel, but I'm crying out to Hashem. I'm crying out to Hashem to help me, and I'm sealed with Emunah. So now listen to this. Now I'm reading you from Chanukah B'yam Darkecha, where he is also really talking about when we're in front of the light of the candles, it is like we want to come to this feeling of Enod Milvado, that there is nothing else but Hashem who fills the world with his glory. So he says like this, he says that we have to prepare ourselves. Like we know that we prepare ourselves 30 days before Chag for the Chag. We prepare before Shabbat. Meditation is a preparation for prayer. And he says we need to prepare ourselves even before we light. So it's an interesting thing because I never thought of that. My husband does the candles and we light together, but there's a certain inner preparation even before we light the candles and we say the bracha, where it's a stop time of really stopping, and we're going to be doing this incredible mitzvah. And I think each one of us has to think of what does it mean to prepare myself? So, I was just thinking this morning, I'm going to take out the Chanukah, I'm going to clean it, I'm going to get all the candles ready. And I also, there's a spiritual preparation where there's an inner preparation where I guess I'm praying to be able to receive that light of Hanukkah. So he says that, right, to prepare before. So he says at the time of lighting, and also when we're looking at the candles, we are really meditating on Hashem's oneness in our soul until we feel it. Like we want to not only see the light, we want to feel the light within, and we want to come to some place of oneg, of really enjoying the light. Okay, so he says, so what happens? I'm reading from B'yam Darkecha on Chanukah.
What page?
Samech Bet.
Thank you.
Oh, you have it? You have the Sefer? The Hanukkah book.
Oh, it's the Hanukkah book. No. Okay. All right.
Listen, I think my neighbor is going to go to the yeshiva, Rav Morgenstern's yeshiva on Friday. So I don't remember if anyone asked me. I think Miriam asked me for the Hanukkah book. It has Hanukkah and it also has Tu B'Shvat and also Purim.
Okay, so I'd like it.
Okay.
but I guess it's when will we get it from you?
Right, that's true.
But anyway, I still will order it.
Okay.
Maybe you'll
So he says,
you'll
so
be in the neighborhood.
what do you do when you're in front of your candles and you're looking at the light, but you're distracted and you're not feeling it? So he says, it's when you don't feel, then what you do is you pray. And he says that you say to Hashem, I really want to feel your light. I really want to see your light. I really want to feel your light. And you say, and you wrote said, I so much want to feel you, Hashem. I want to feel how you're with me. Abba, תן לי בבקשה להרגיש ולהשיג אותך. My Father, please, please, let me be able to feel you and to reach you. And he says, through this way of hishtokakut, this place of, we've talked about this place of hishtokakut, of yearning. Yearning is another way to prepare ourselves before we light the candles, even before, just to be in a place of hishtokakut, of wanting and of desiring to feel Hashem's oneness, to feel Hashem's light, to feel the onik, to feel simcha. Okay, so so I was thinking, it's like, also he says, like, why do we keep adding every night another light? It's because as the days go on, we're going to feel it more and more. So, I was thinking, as women, Hanukkah is a lot of times it's, family and children or parties or food but I was thinking we need to carve out some alone time for ourselves. I think it's possible at least one or two times, even more if we can, during Hanukkah. I mean, there is a minhag to stop for half an hour. So I would really encourage everybody to, am I recording? 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'm recording. Okay. I just want to really encourage everybody. This is an amazing time for meditation. We're going to do it now, but it is really sitting in front of the light. It's like looking at the light, seeing within the light, the hidden light, the organus, the hidden light that Hashem, that was there at the beginning of the creation, that Adam and Chava could see from one end of the world to the other. There's a glimpse of it. There's a taste of it in these lights of Hanukkah. And so really it is a time to really stop, meditate, pray. And I'd like to suggest, because I'm like really into this, the Hasidim Rishonim they used to meditate, pray, and meditate. It's an amazing formula because meditation is an amazing tool for us to empty out, calm our nervous system, and to be able to, like the Hasidim Rishonim, they would meditate for an hour before they prayed. And it was called Shin He He Shahaha, which is, I looked up what it means in the dictionary. It's a stopping. We're stopping in time. And that's exactly what it is when we light the Hanukkah candles. It's an ikuv, it's a shahaha. It's a time to really just be present, be in the moment. We're not going to be in the future. We're not going to be in the past. We're going to be in the present moment with the light. So I was thinking as a practice to try, it's a suggestion to try it out before the candles, is to, let's say, meditate for 10 minutes, like look at the light, see the light, feel the light, look at the rays, let them enter into every cell of your body, like just soak them in until you feel a sense of oneg, a sense of Enod Milvado, there's only Hashem in this light. And then take the next 10 minutes and pray. So if you don't feel the light, ask Hashem, bring me closer to you. And here's where I think preparation has importance. I mean, you can be totally spontaneous, which you probably will be, but if you prepare yourself, also, it's like, you know, that thing, what do you really, really want? What are you really, really asking for? And really like I read, like litz'ok, like cry out to Hashem, like, please Hashem, show me, bring me closer to you. So I was thinking, for me, one of the things that I'm going to do is, you know, that the prayer, Kel Narufana La, right? Which is the 11 letter name of Hashem that Moshe said for healing Miriam, that one of the nights, actually, you know, each night is 13 Midot of Rachamim. One of the nights has to do with healing. I'll look it up and we'll do it next week. I was thinking of just sitting in front of the candles and singing part of Yedid Nefesh, like Hadur Na'eh Ziv Ha'olam, like you who are the Ziv, like the Ziv, the shine, the radiance, the effulgence. Nafshi cholat avatecha, my soul is so hungry for you, yearning for you. And then Ana Elna Rafana La Biharat La Noam Zivecha. Hashem, heal me by showing me your light. As titchazek, I'll get stronger. V'tidrapeh, and I'll be healed. V'ha'ayta la'a simchat olam, and then I'll have this simcha. So it's like, please Hashem, heal me by showing me your light. Just Hashem, please heal me by showing me your light. Hashem, please heal me by showing me your light. And even by picking a pasuk, like I'm picking, repeating a pasuk, Kel Narufanala, like just saying it over and over and over, Kel Narufanala. Pick your pasuk, write it down. Go out today and get a beautiful notebook. Chanukah, Tafshin Pei Hey, 2024, and just write down, what are you praying for? What are you asking for? What are you meditating upon? Like, what are your psukim? Like, what do you want to bring with you to your Hanukkah lights? And then after 10 minutes, I mean, you don't have to watch yourself on a stopwatch, but after you pray for a while, go back to meditating and just be in a place of hush, hearing, quiet, receiving. You know, it's like the Pia Zetzner prayer to have a quiet mind is like, is first to empty, connect yourself to a pasuk and say it over and over again. And then at the end to say, Hareini Hashem Darkecha, like just to sit and say, Hareini Hashem Darkecha, Hareini Adonai Darkecha, like show me, and just quiet, be in a place of total hush, quiet, betul. What are the candles saying to you? What is the light saying to you? Where you're like an empty kli to hear what the candles are saying to you. So this is just a suggestion. Okay, does anyone want to share anything? Any
I just,
idea?
I have a question. When you said that each night is the 13th midot of Rachamim, I never heard that before.
Each night is one of the 13 Midah of Rachmi. Maybe we'll do that next week. And then of course there's 8 nights and there's 13 midot. On Zot Chanukah, the last 7 come down. It all comes down on Zot Chanukah. So I would really say that if you can do this on the last day of Hanukkah, like awesome. Maybe we'll talk about that next time, Zot Hanukkah. And we also have Rosh Chodesh that comes in there, which is also an opening. Yeah, but each day is one of the 13 Midah of Rachamim, and Zot Hanukkah is like the last 7 altogether coming down. Any other Anything anyone wants to share about being in front of the candles? Anyway, the more that I learn about Hanukkah, I mean, it's not just about sufganiyot and potato latkes. I mean, it really has a power. It really does. And if you think of it also of a chatimah in your notebook, like I remember for Hoshana Rabbah, it was like, what are you signing on? Right? What are you signing on? Like, what are your goals? What are your aspirations? What do you want to manifest? What light do you want to bring? New light. Or